Hello everybody, I'm gonna do a quick, I guess, my everyday makeup look and kind of get ready with me and just chat. So first, let's just go ahead and get into it. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prime my face with the IPKN Pearl, I think, Radiant Cream Primer. It's like a pearlescent color, it's really pretty. It definitely makes the skin look a lot more alive, if you will, but this is just something that I love to prime my face with. I am a dewy skin fan, and I know that they make them matte as well, but I really do like their primers because they do have a high SPF in them, so that helps with sun damage and all that. But as you can see, it's very glowy, and you can wear it by itself, or you could obviously wear it under a cosmetic, over a cosmetic, like you can interchange it. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the NYX Total Control Deep Foundation Drops. Guys, this stuff is literally thebalm.com. I really got it off of a whim. I had ran out of my Laura Mercier Candle Glow Foundation, and I'm not kidding when I say I absolutely loved this stuff. But, you know, it's like, I think it retails, I want to say for $50, $40-ish, $30. And then I ended up going to Ulta to go back and get it. And then I ended up seeing these. They had a full stock of these. And so I swatched it on the back of my hand. I walked around the store. And I came back because my hand was literally flawless. So this is like $13.99, I believe, here where I am. And I really, really love NYX. It's very light, and I really like lighter coverage foundation. I have a lot of freckles that I do occasionally like to show, so with that being said, it does help with, you know, not completely caking it on and then hiding all my freckles, but you can build the coverage. So say I did want to go out and I wanted a higher coverage, you know, I had, you know, blemish or something like that, then yes, then I would build up the coverage from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what every YouTuber or Instagrammer does, and I pretty much just do like 4 simple drops. I don't use a beauty blender. They kind of scare me. I don't think they're very sanitary, and my hands, I don't know. I clean my hands, and I don't know. I feel like my hands, I don't know. I just like the way the finish is when I use it. My beauty blender, I have a habit of like not really wanting to clean my brushes all the time, so this is like one last thing that I actually have to worry about, and that is, you know, do and clean a beauty blender and have to worry about that. But that's a different topic for another day. And I'm just scared of all the germs that hide in those things. Like, it kind of grosses me out. Like, sponges like suck up everything. So could you imagine all the oil and like product that's in there after you like use it and you're wetting it, and it's just, ugh. I don't know why that disturbs me, but it does. Okay. And I'm not saying that everybody's just disgusting and gross, but personally, they're not for me. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with the NYX #NoFilter finishing powder, you guys. Like I said, I went to splurge on the Laura Mercier products. Literally use this to the brim. There is absolutely no more product in there at all, I think, except for these teeny tiny little corners. But I absolutely was obsessed with this foundation. This lasted me for months and months. It is shade 3, and it is the Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. But then I went to Target. I really forgot that I honestly needed powder, and I was just like, this isn't really wearing to the best of its ability, so I'm like, I really need to get a finishing powder. So I went to the NYX aisle at Target, and I ended up finding this, and it's got a similar finish. It's got that dewier, kind of more glowy finish without it being like too shimmery. So I went ahead and got it, and I am seriously obsessed. So those both are great dupes if you have used the Laura Mercier. If you're curious about the Laura Mercier, then, you know, these definitely would do you justice, because they're very similar in finish, if that makes sense. So now, you know, you guys see people put powder on. I just kind of, you know, do everything. Next, I'm going to go in with my Bahama Mama, this little tiny thing. I love getting these in my Ipsy because it definitely gives me a chance to try every single contour color that is out there. Sometimes I get scared because I am a little fair skinned, especially now. I don't really tan as much as I used to. I do tan like probably like once a week, if that, but that's just, I just like the way my skin feels after I tan. But I'm definitely not a heavy as tanner as I used to be, borderline addiction back in the day. And So some of them can be a little too chalky, some of them can be too much. So these little things that you get in your Ipsy are really, really great to try them out for only $10. It's like, I mean, if you hate it, trade it with somebody else. Like, I know a ton of people that do it and they trade their products out, but I'm going to be applying it with another brush that I got my Ipsy, and I think that's Firma 103 contouring brush. I love this brush. It's really great. It's very dense, so it really helps you chisel, and I hate that word, but it really helps you carve out your face and your cheekbones and all of that, and it helps you really just apply everything, you know, very well. So there's no science. I feel like
you apply it the way that you want, and go from there. But as I'm doing this, I really hope that everybody's summer has been better than mine. I feel like a lot of crazy things have happened to me this summer to where it's hard for me to even wrap my mind around all of the events that have happened and all of that. I'm even going to go into detail because we'll be here for like 6 videos, and it is what it is. But it's literally been the craziest summer of my life. I turned 21, crazy things happen, I tell you. So, life change.
And I'm a little bit extra with my contouring. I really like the gradient contouring. I don't like it to just be like done. So what I do is, do not judge me. This is a no judge zone. My center broke, so now I literally, the little lid, so now I literally have to keep this separate from the rest of my makeup bag, and it irks my soul. But I'm using the NYX Deep Tan in the shade 5, and I just like to, I don't know, I guess layer it to make it look more like natural, and I don't know. And it definitely makes me look a little bit more not transparent. But this is a good color to just, I'm literally heavy with the bronzer. Like, I go heavy on the bronzer, y'all. Can never be enough.
I just take that, and I take the tiniest bit, and I don't know, I make sure I guess the rest of my face is pretty blended. Like, I take no product at all. So if you're wondering, like, why I'm like, that's why. Because I literally gotta get that neck, man. That's like my worst fear in life, is to have like a neck that doesn't freaking match to begin with. Okay.
Next, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do, Alex? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go in with another Ipsy. This should just be an Ipsy bag review, you guys, because this is like almost all of them are Ipsy bags. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Ciaté London fan brush, which I love this tiny little brush because I have a tiny face. So those huge ones, they like get in my eyes and they're like, hee. I just want a teeny one, and so I got this, and actually a lip kit that I had bought from them a few seasons ago. It was like a glitter lip kit kind of thing. This was actually supposed to sweep off the glitter, and then I was like, that's kind of stupid. Why would you sweep off glitter? Because I would just pat it on there. I wouldn't like, that's weird. So I literally just took this and I'm like, oh, this can be used as a fan brush, and it literally is the perfect fan brush ever. I have literally never seen one this tiny. Granted, my makeup bag is a mess, so it's always a nuisance to find. However, you know. But I'm going to take the Urban Decay highlighter in the shade Sin. I believe that this is it's almost gone, but it's almost identical to, what is that palette? I think it's the Naked 2 or maybe even 1. I think it's the Naked 1, the original. It has the Sin shade in there, and I actually always used to use that as a highlighter, so I'm almost positive they couldn't have changed it that much. They probably just put it in a bigger pan and sold it as is. But I'm going to get a little bit of product on my brush. I kind of just, look at that. It's just great. Like, I literally cannot. So it's a really, really pretty shade. It wears really well. I believe it's called 24-hour highlighting powder. I think almost that's what it's called. But it wears extremely well. And I don't know, look at that. And it can be natural, but depending on how you apply it is definitely going to get you a different anything, you know. Depending on how you apply it is how shiny it's going to be. Next, I'm going to go in with the Pacifica, I guess, Blush Duo. Coconut Blush Duo. I got this in my Ipsy as well. And look how freaking big that is, you guys. Like, I'm pretty happy about that. And so I'm going to take the more nude shade. Like I said, I've been really big into just highlighting my natural features more than actually wearing a lot of like blush or anything like that. So I kind of just apply that to the apples on my cheeks. That way it kind of blends everything else out. And I don't know, it makes my cheeks look real nice. So what I usually do is I go in with my brows. I love NYX. I've noticed that the more I get older and the more I go to the more expensive cosmetics, the more I realize what is the same thing around the corner but like 20 times more affordable and not as expensive. Like your girl lives on her own now. You know, I can't afford $60 eyebrow pencil, like contour kits and stuff like that. So, you know, I really rely on Ipsy for kind of showing me the ins and the outs of makeup and like what I don't, what's a good splurge, what I can find at my local grocery store for literally nothing that does the same thing. So it's very exciting, and this video is, believe it or not sponsored by Ipsy, so you know. But anyhow, I'm gonna take the NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade 04, and it's one of these. I never use this. I don't even know what this is. Like this disturbs me. So I have an old spoolie, which this is gonna sound disgusting, but I have an old spoolie that I keep off of another pencil, but it comes with a cap, so I don't know. I like this spoolie, but I don't like this eyebrow pencil. I like this eyebrow pencil, but I don't like this spoolie. Like, can we just like put these together and like get rid of this and make it on one? Okay, so now, like I said, I got a little interrupted for a minute. I'm gonna go in with my NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade 4, and I'm just gonna fill these puppies in because they don't fill in themselves. And I have eyebrows, but they're just, I don't know. They're not like available. So what I do for my eyebrows, I don't know if you can really see, is I actually fill in the under all the way around, and I stop at the corner, and then I actually just flick up, kind of just really lightly, and then right probably like mid here, I trace it out again, and then I very lightly fill it in, and then very lightly carve out the top, and then that's kind of how that worked out. Now, I take my spoolie, wherever the hell I put it, here it is. I put my spoolie over here, then I kind of very lightly taking it and combing it out. And combing that out, combing it out to make it look real natural. And then I take, that's not what I wanted. Oh man, this is gonna take like 80 years to find.
2 hours later.
Now that I found that, this is not what I use for it at all. I have no clue what I do with my little concealer brush. It is what it is. I'll find it later, but I have no time to like dig through this god-awful thing. So I have used this before. So basically it's the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This is too heavy for a full face concealer for me and for my preference. So the spoolie is great though for carving out damn brows. That's kind of how I carve them out. And then I take, you know, my ring finger or so, and I kind of just, I don't know if you could see that great brow footage, but I kind of just clean up what I just did that way, because sometimes when I use the spoolie, here's my eyebrow, look at that, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe I should turn this way, you guys. Wouldn't that make more sense than facing away from the camera? But now you can see that mirror and my messy bed. Let's move here.
Room change. So now I'm gonna do the other brow, basically the same thing.
I am going to underline, and I use like a rocking motion when I do an underline because I want a very defining line. So I kind of just lightly rock back and forth. And that keeps it steady to where I'm not like wavy brow trend up in here. So that definitely helps with, you know, anything like that. Now I'm going to finish this brow, and you just want to underline it first. just like so. And then we're going to go on the top hizzle and carve that out. Fill that in. And then we're going to lightly flick up. And the flicking doesn't have to be really heavy. Like, as you can see, I have clear in there. I have clear in there. What? I have spots where you can still see my skin. So, to fix that, what we're going to do, these things, if you don't have them, use them. They literally blend your whole brow. Because now, and that's okay if you overextend, but do you see how that lines are all diffused? And I don't know, I think it looks a lot more natural than like the Instagram brow, which I'm halfway jealous of Instagram brow because I can't do it. I don't understand the concept, but you know, here I am, doing it anyways, trying my best. So that's kind of done, and then I kind of just pull up because sometimes it sags down when that makes no sense. So basically whenever I do that, sometimes the corner hits right here until it kind of like muffles down. What did I do? Taking that same concealer, basically doing the same exact thing that I did on this brow. So taking that concealer again, underlining that. If you don't underline your brows, I highly suggest that you do. It takes it from like, you know, like a solid a solid 2. It takes your eyebrows from a solid 2 to like a 15 on the beautiful scale. So, and anything above a 10 is perfect. So that's what I recommend. And you can even use your foundation like in an angled brush. Like you don't have to have like fancy schmancy like concealer. Like, you know, I got that. Where did I get that? I have no clue. I think I got that for a free birthday gift in my Sephora thing, and you know, I've just used it for this and smaller areas like that. So, you know.
So now that your brows are done, I'm gonna take Beauty For Real shade, and this is the eyeliner 24 hour. I don't know what it's gonna shade Jade. It is such a beautiful shade. It's like this nice green color.
Line my eyes, you know.
So now I'm just gonna take this angled brush that I got from Lancôm and, you know, smudging that out. I like the softer, smokier eyeliner instead. This is a beautiful shot of me, my face. So, I'm trying to get that focus in. And we're just kind of smoking out. And as you can see, I don't know, it's a very soft cat eye. This one, I don't know what happened to it. That one is not very good. Let's fix that real quick. And my camera keeps trying to focus on something, not my face. See, I don't know. I don't know. It just makes me look so much more fancy, I guess you would say. Now, you guys, literally, the more I learn about makeup germs, the more I'm a germaphobe. So the more that I love these teeny tiny little mascara samples that I get in my Ipsy, I don't have to worry about keeping them for months and months. They disappear. So I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I absolutely love this. It's very natural mascara. It's very natural. It's a very natural looking mascara. It's not very chunky or any clumpy or anything like that. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me continuing to put on mascara, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Alrighty, so I got the mascara on. It's very va-va-voom. Like I said, it's not very clumpy, but it really builds really well. This is actually just one coat. As you can see, I'm a tad bit messy with my mascara. But this is kind of just how I look every day. You know, I could look nicer, but I don't. My hair is also growing, which makes my life and my soul happy. So there's me in that corner right there. So thank you guys so much for listening to me today and talking with me and hanging out. It's always fun when I get to have time to do makeup and anything like that. I just open my eyes so wide, like You ever do that when you do your mascara? You just have to like separate your lashes so they dry like not together. Is it just me? Probably. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out. If you'd like, you could follow me on my Instagram. I'll put it somewhere down here. See you guys later. Peace out.